Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farmville. Okay, I'm done. I'm finished complaining for the next 30 seconds until I get back round the field and I see it again, and then it'll probably start all over again. I'm just gonna have to, I guess, shunt around a little bit on that for now, but how we have that situation in this game, I don't know. So you cannot alter it unless you spend a lot of time. And I've got free landscaping mods. And that's what makes this even more frustrating, is because I don't know if those free landscaping mods even work on console. So console players have got it way, way worse for situations like that. It shouldn't happen. Like, if you're drilling in real life and the field is like that, the coulters on the drill just drop down a little bit. If you've got a field that's this small, a drill that's this small, like if the field is so curved, if the curvature of the field is so bad that your seed drill is just not working, you got bigger fish to fry. There are much bigger issues that you've got to deal with than something like this. This is ridiculous. Look at it. Okay, I didn't realize that this thing actually worked backwards. That's pretty cool. Let's go around. Yeah, okay, that's kind of filled in some of it. Still don't like it. Even though it's filled in a little bit, still don't like it. Right, that's mostly filled that in now, so I'll go on round and finish this pass around here. The other seed drill's all finished. I need to go and deal with that one next. So if I finish this bit up, we can then set the hired help going on here and let that one go. And yes, I'm aware that I'm not lifting this thing out the ground when I'm shunting around, so I've actually just done... this machine's 20 grand new, I think, so I've probably just done... 15,000 euros worth of damage to it by shunting backwards and forwards with the coulters in the ground. But we're going to overlook that bit. We're just going to pretend that never happened and move swiftly on. So the last thing that I would dream of doing is draw attention to it by talking about it, obviously, because that would just be daft. I wouldn't do something like that. Would I? Sure I wouldn't. I think it must be a figment. If you think that that's what I've done, I'm pretty sure it's just... You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You've fallen asleep. You need to wake up, finish watching Frithgar's amazing video, and then probably, you know, I don't know, a bit of fresh air or something. Just wake you up a bit, because you're dreaming. Make sure you finish watching Frith's video first, because yeah, yeah, just okay. Right, where was I? I was over here. And I have... Why turn round, go to there, and then just stop? Seriously. Hired help? You make no sense some days, and then other days you make even less sense. Seriously. The way the hired help works is like trying to have a conversation with me. It just... Nothing you say makes any sense. That's actually a line from the film. Was it? I can't remember the full thing. He just says at one point, nothing you say makes any sense. But he's like laughing. He just thinks it's amazing. And he likes the other character even more because of it. If you know what film it is, put it in the comment section. I'll probably forget beforehand. I've done this before. I say something from a film, and I say, if you know what film that is, put it in the comment section. And then I randomly, like a couple of weeks later, because it's normally a week or two in advance, I'll get people putting in the name of a film. And I'm like, what? What's going on? Oh, I remember now. Yeah, okay. Yep, well done. So it's probably going to be that. I know what film it is I'm thinking of in my head. And there's probably other films where someone has said this exact same line, so it's probably not going to make it any easier. But I know the film I'm thinking of, and we'll see if anyone can actually read my mind. We've just about got a little... we've just about got a field finished here, is what I was trying to say. And... done. Excellent. Right, let's turn that one off. And I'll fold that one back up. So the only thing that this one's got left to do is plant that field tomorrow. And we will run back to the farm and we'll unhitch this one. It's probably not worth the bother of unhitching this one. By the time I unhitch this one, put the other seed drill on and get down there to that field, it's going to have been planted. And this is the slight problem with this new seed drill that we've gone and bought, is I don't think I'm actually going to have a chance to use it this year. Unless I go really, really quickly. We could do really, really quickly. It would be nice to see the new seed drill in action just once. Even if we don't do very much with it, it'd be nice to see it in action just once. So let me switch that one over there. Unhitch. You probably notice that quite a few of these machines, I just dump them from in the air. It's because of the whole issue we sometimes have where if you try to lower it down, it tries to open it out. And so the only way that you can actually unhitch these things is to do it like that. Because they put a frame out when they're unhitching, which they wouldn't do if you were just lowering them down. So, I'm thinking that's probably why. It does make a lot of sense, I suppose. Let's bring you back over here. Oats I want. That's what I want to plant. What have we got? You've got wheat in there at the moment. Barley. Oat. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to actually be able to test out our brand new seed drill. I think we'll get maybe 2 passes on the field. Alright, bring you in here. That one is whizzing away up and down, so we haven't got a lot of field left to do now. Unfolded. Everything's ready. Start up, and off we trot. Direct seed drill. Fantastic. 6-meter width on it. This thing is the bee's knees. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll bring you on over here like this. And I'll go and get these little bits that the other seed drill has missed. There's one bit there, and then there's another little tiny, tiny smidgen right there. And then I can lift that one out. We can go up here. So he's also missing a little tiny bit at this end as well. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll get that bit. We'll tidy that up at the end. And I can run down here. So, 2 passes, I said. We're actually going to get 3 passes on this field with our brand new seed drill. Run this one up through here. That one's going to turn round now. He's not got a lot of field left to go and do. So I'll let him have the glory of finishing off this field. I'll go and get this bit here. And have that bit right there. So he's going to do there. And finished. Right. Alright. We've done our planting with the new seed drill. That was totally worth 110,000 euros. Absolutely, definitely worth every single cent of the 110,000 euro. Was it 110? Might have been 100. I don't know. It was around about 100,000. 100,000 euros, and we did 3 passes on that little field. Hands up. Get into the comment section. Was it worth it? Yes or no. Just put yes or no, because then it's just going to leave me deliciously confused when I read the comments. It's like people just putting yes in the comments or no. And I'm like, wait, what? What's going on? It's even worse than the films. Yes or no in the comment section. Was it worth the 100,000 price tag for all of that we just went and planted in the field? Do you think that was money well spent? Personally, I think it was a worthy investment. Because, I mean, we will be using it again. So, there is always that side of it. But we're overlooking that bit at the moment, and we're just mocking the fact that we did 3 passes in this field. And we paid 100,000 euros for the privilege. Which I think is awesome. I think it's absolutely awesome. Because if we have a look in here, we've got field 4 right there, which is going to be soybeans. And we've got field 1 down there, which is going to be sorghum. Soybeans and sorghum. And they're not very big fields. this one will probably be done with the seed drill that I've got on at the moment. Field 7 is the planter, and then possibly we will use the new seed drill to go and plant the field down in the corner. Although that one with the, the triangle field is a bit awkward to get around the edges of that field. It's going to be difficult to access that field properly with our massive, great big trailed seed drill. So it's going to be a new challenge for us. But that's all going to happen tomorrow. We've got... I just need to make sure that I've done everything that I want to do for today first. I'm back doing some more recording, and I will confess that I don't actually remember what I was doing. I think I had just finished doing the planting, but I'm looking on this map, and it doesn't actually seem to be anything else that we need to do, because that one's got 2 lots of fertilizer. This one, well, all of these have got 2 lots of fertilizer. There is no weeds on any of them at the moment. Well, apart from these, but we'll plant those first, and then we'll have a look. So I just need to wait until next month for those. Don't think there's anything else that we need to worry about. I'm gonna feed the cows because the food is starting to drop down a little bit. Now, I got 16,000 litres of slurry in here. And some of you have been saying that I should take the slurry over to the BGA and we should do it in there because you think that I will get more money from taking it to the BGA than I will if I just sell it. Or what I could do is use it as fertilizer on the field. I didn't really want to mess around with using it as fertilizer on the field. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know if I can sell digestate at our sell anything container, like I did with a bit of slurry already. So I'm just going to check that, because if we can, we could just sell that. So this one here, we sell everything container, is 103 at the moment, and if we have a look, it does go up to 111 in January. Digestate here, yes, we can sell it, and we sell it for the same amount. Now, obviously, we're going to get less out of it, so if we go into here and we look at this, we take the slurry in, 200 slurry gets us 60 digestate, and then we get some electricity and a bit of gas as well. We could bring that in. So we can't take loads in. So I'm going to do this. I wasn't originally planning to use the biogas plant to do this, but some of you have said that you really think that I should. And, okay, yeah, I will this time. I'll actually listen to you, so we'll do that. I'm going to feed the animals first. Just double check what we want. We need about 30,000 litres of hay to go in here a minute. So we're going to whiz over this side. And we're going to grab ourselves 30,000 litres of hay. What do we got? We're on 4,500 litre bales. So if I get 6, it'll probably be about right. It's not quite everything that we want, but that'll be fine. So we'll get 6 of these. There we go. And we'll put those in for the cows. The other thing that several of you have said is that I should keep all of the straw for selling in the winter months. More of you have said that, yes, although I am using a mod that gets me more straw than I would otherwise, by taking it as straw off the fields, I'm not leaving it as fertilizer on the field as it's as chopped stuff. So there isn't any issue that any of you have seen with me selling all of the straw straight off the fields, anything like that. But also, you know, I could send it. We could take the straw. I don't think actually we can take the straw to the BGA, but what I could do is put straw in for the cows and then take the manure over to the BGA and do it that way, so we could possibly generate a little bit of extra money. I was told that the reason sorghum is stripped rather than combined normally is because it's got quite a thick sugar-rich stem, and so it tends to be sort of quite moist, and that moisture in the stem with the sugars and that in it, it has tendency to clog up the combine, which is why it's not combined normally. So I would guess that, like, doing what we're doing, turning it into straw, you probably wouldn't be doing that because of the way that you combine it. So, but maybe, just maybe, my theory is, you could actually combine it with the stripper header, the sorghum, and then go through with a swather afterwards, and then bale the stuff up, and you could use it as feed. So I don't know. With the idea with the lots of sugars being present in the stems makes me think that it could have some good feed value. Now, I have no idea. It might be the wrong kinds of sugars and other chemicals in it, in which case you absolutely wouldn't want to be doing that. But this is just a little idea that I was rolling around in my head, whether or not that would actually work. We have 1,000 litres of grain left in here, so we're going to grab us a tractor a minute. Let's go and use the Zeta today, shall we? Then grab us a tractor, grab us a trailer, and we're going to rush off and feed our animals. Right, you might notice that some time has elapsed for me travelling across our yard here. It's a very, very long yard here. It's kind of a bit like TARDIS. Either that or real life interrupted and I had to step away for a moment. It could be either, we'll never know. Now then, we're going to dump the wheat into here, about that much, I think. That'll probably do. And then I want to take this over to the chickens. So we'll do it like this. Straight over to the chickens. And we tip that into there. Nice and easy. And then once we have fed the chickens, we can take the remaining grain and we can go and tip it back. Actually, you know what? We can just leave it in the trailer because we're not going to use the tray. Oh, wait. Wasn't there a thing that we were wanting to sell? Soybeans, July. Oh, no, there isn't. Right. Soybeans are not until July, and there's 3,700. This is down 2,400. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit. The one thing I am wondering about is if I start putting straw in for the cows and we get manure from them, we're going to have to move the manure over to the BGA. And that is a bit more of a time-consuming job. Now, we do have a telehandler, so we can go and get a bucket, and we can use that to load up a trailer. But you still got to ferry it back and forth in a trailer. And we've got a trailer right here. It's not necessarily going to be the fastest job using this trailer, but it will still happen. You know, we will be able to do it. Curious about that, whether or not we should, because it seems like it could be a lot of extra work. However, I do like the idea of giving our cattle a straw bed to sleep on. I do appreciate that you can do the job without having a straw bed, and it does work. We're going to use this tractor for the next job. But at the same time, I kind of don't really want to spend lots of time at ferrying the manure over and back and over and back, and it just, yeah, it's a time-consuming and tedious process doing that, and yeah. So the cows do get a nice straw bed, but we have a lot of work involved with making sure they have said straw bed, and also at the moment we don't actually have anywhere for them to go, for the straw to go, because it says it's got 0 straw in there, but there's nowhere for the manure to actually spawn. Don't think it spawns in there, which means that we got to buy ourselves a manure silo so that we can put it down. So we need a muck silo somewhere. Now, I got 48,000. I guess we could, actually. We could put one there if I can get... Ooh, right. Let me have a look and see what we got. That's the standard game one, which is a 4 million litre heap. Takes up a lot of space. We could put it over here somewhere. I could put it, say, over in this corner, which actually wouldn't be a bad thing. I've looked at lots of different options. There's the big plain one from the base game that I said that maybe we could put back over there. I don't particularly want to do that, though. What we can do is we can have this one. This is from the Bavarian pack. It's the same. It does also hold 4 million litres, but I rather like the idea of this one. You've only got the 4 cardinal directions that you can place it down, and our cattle shed is not on a cardinal direction, so that means it will go like that when we place it down. So we can put it there, or we could put it over here like this over in that corner. Sort of thinking that this way here would be pretty good, and it does have a bit there where you can just drive up and it load in rather than us having to use a loader to do it, which I rather do like. That is going to be immensely time saving. Having thought about it, I think it would be better over here. It looks less out of place up here, and we can just, so I put it there. It's less out of place than it is sort of sticking at an angle in one of these corners here. It's not taking up lots of room there. We can still maneuver around, and we can get round in front of it. I think that's going to work out rather nicely. So we're going to drop that one there. That will then be ready for the summer when we do have some straw. Now, we got 16,500 litres of slurry in this one, which we're going to run over to the BGA rather than sell straight away. We will see if we can get money from the BGA for it. Now, it does hold 30,000 litres of slurry, but I'm not quite sure where we put it. So let's go in here a minute. Like this. And somewhere in here, so that one there is where you... Is this where we... This is where we unload. And you got a ramp up there, so it looks like when it comes to doing the manure, we've actually got... So I can start overloading the slurry straight into here. We don't get any money straight away for it because we own the BGA, which means that once it's gone in, it'll then process. And I think we get paid the money at midnight. I don't think we get money any other time. Now, does the gas just get sold auto-magically, or do we get that like as bottles that we've got to take somewhere else and sell? Because that's what happened in the last Sensible series. When I tried the BGA, we had these little bottles that we had to then load by hand, and it was just painful and unpleasant, and I didn't like it. So we've got slurry going in here. That's most excellent. This bit here, I'm guessing we're going to have to load the manure into the top of that. I don't really like that idea. That's hard work, that is. Let's go to slurry right there. So if we have silage, you get 756 electricity. Production costs per month is 60 cycles per month. Every cycle is 24 per month. You get 252. You get some gas. It's undisclosed how much. We get 180, some gas, and some of this. Some digestate come out as well. So we're going to activate that one, and we will see what happens with it. So that is now running. I don't know if the money just trickles in slowly, or if you've got to wait until midnight before the money comes in. Or it might be every hour. So I'm going to drive on round, and I'm going to go back to the farm, and I'm going to get another load of slurry and put in. And we'll also then be able to see on the hour whether or not we get something then, or whether or not we've got to wait until sort of the end of the day to midnight for something to come in from it. Let's go over here and start... Wait, is that it? Apparently, our cows are not very productive at the moment. I thought we had more. Alright, well, I'm just going to stop there. Turn those beacons off as well. Turn the indicators off as well. I'm just going to stop it right there. We will fast forward a little bit of time. Okay, something happened then. Wasn't really paying attention to how much money I had beforehand and what money we've got now. Fuel costs 508. Sold milk, sold products. Pallet costs, harvesting. Biogas plant income 68. so far in March. Huh. Let's go forward another hour. I'm on 46,975. We will go past the hour and we will see what it changes to. 47,134. So money's going up. 257 from biogas plant income. Ooh. Right, well, we're making a bit of money. Now, I put 16,500 litres over there, which would have been about 1,600. Actually, what is the price at the moment? Let's check the price. Slurry, 103 right now. So, 16,500 litres. That would have been 1,600 euros, roughly. Well, 1,650. Approximately 1,650. Now, in here, I've only used like 300 litres of slurry so far, and I've already earned 250 euros. It would appear that this is actually a bit of a money earner. Well, well, well. Colour me surprised. I genuinely thought that the BGA was a bit of a waste of time this time round. I don't know why I had come to that conclusion, but I had, and it turns out that I may have quite possibly been mistaken. A big lot mistaken. I'm going to go and get some sleep, and then after I've had a bit of sleep, we will see what our biogas plant has earned us. Let's slow that down, because we don't want to be racing through time too quickly. We'll be able to see what our biogas plant has earned, and whether or not I have been utterly foolish up until this point. I now have 42,899. We lost 6,600 for expenses for our loan. So I will go in here. We've got 1,985 from biogas income then. We've got 1,671 so far this month from biogas income. If we go and have a look in here, we've still got 12,500 litres of slurry in there. So it's very slow processing the slurry through. Probably the cows are going to produce it faster than the plant can actually take it out again. So maybe we would need to buy a bigger biogas plant. That is a distinct possibility. We may have to do something with it. But anyway, this does actually seem to be... And then we've got 1,100... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.